What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the LTQ Wrestling Podcast. I am BDJ. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying your week. WrestleMania is about 2 months away. You're going to be talking about the vision. What has went wrong with this group? Obviously, injuries have played a part. You got Seth Rollins injured. Hopefully, he's back before Mania, or by Mania, I should say. Bron Breakker is now hurt. He's going to be out somewhere between 2 to 6 weeks, or I should say 4 to 6 weeks and 6 months. We don't know how long he's going to be out. So there's missing pieces in this group. So now you just have Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, and Paul Heyman. And, this masked person has been attacking the group. And, I think it's Grayson Waller who's under the mask right now until Rollins gets back. So maybe he faces one of these members now that Bron Breakker's hurt. We'll see. But this group just hasn't worked. And some of it's on booking. Some of it's on the members just being randomly thrown together, which WWE has a tendency of doing. I'm going to go through each one real quick and kind of give my reasons for why it's not working for them. So, Austin Theory. And I'm a big Austin Theory fan. I think he's got a ton of talent. If you guys watch the channel consistently, I've had nothing but good things to say about Austin Theory. I think he's a heck of a wrestler. He's a great seller. He's solid on the mic. He just has good psychology for his age in the ring. But I just feel like WWE's booking of him over the last few years has really just hurt him when there's no recovering. I mean, you had him do the stupid Tyler Breeze type gimmick with Vince, and then fans are getting tired of him being shoved down our throats. And then Triple H just, I guess, hates the guy. He had him lose Money in the Bank and then just put him in a tag team with Grayson Waller that did absolutely nothing for either guy. And then the fans, before Theory got hurt, were starting to get behind Austin Theory. You heard Austin Theory and all these other chants. You thought, okay, maybe they could turn Theory babyface. He could get over as a face. It'd be a fresh start. He hasn't really been a face that much in WWE. And then he gets hurt. And he's off TV for who knows how long. And then he comes back. And he's throwing this group as a heel, and I just feel like that's a big miss by WWE. You could have brought him back as a babyface. You could have had him attack Grayson Waller. They just dragged that on for so long, him and Grayson Waller having issues, and they never really did anything with it. That's a huge missed opportunity again. And that's something that Triple H has had an issue booking, is payoffs. He either takes too long to do a payoff, or there's no payoff at all for stuff. And that's not good. And that really hurt Theory as well, because he comes back as a heel, and the fans are like, here we go. He's throwing another group. He's just going to be another guy. Why should we care? And I just feel like that's really hurt him in this group. And we'll have to see if he recovers. Unfortunately, could I see Austin Theory getting released eventually down the line? If this doesn't work, yes, because I've read this as his last opportunity. WWE likes his look and everything. That's why they keep giving him opportunities. But some of that's what annoys me about a company like WWE. They blame the talent for the booking they've done. Like, Theory has been booked awful the last few years. Like, how is that on him? I know there's a saying like you make what you're given work and all that, but I mean the stuff he's been given, it's hard to make that work. I mean it's tough. So that's my thoughts on why Theory's are working on the group. Then we have Bronson Reed, and I blame WWE's booking for him because this guy pinned Roman Reigns. Okay, pinned him. There's not a lot of people who have done that in the last 7-8 years. So you're putting all your eggs in that basket. You have him pinned your biggest star in the company. And what has he done since? You didn't even capitalize off of it. And I think that's one of the things Roman Reigns was complaining about. Like, he hasn't been doing a lot. He's taking losses and all that. WWE Creative had no idea what to do with Bronson Reed after that. He's just been a guy who just is in the group still. Like, why not have Bron Breakker be the one to beat Roman Reigns if you were going to do any member of the Vision beating him? Like, it's just so confusing. I mean, when I saw him beat Roman Reigns, I was like, wow, they must really like Bronson Reed. I even did a video on, like, they must really like this guy. They must see this guy as, like, a big deal. And he ain't done nothing since. And it's just like, man, you couldn't have capitalized on that so much, and they just didn't. And it's just so confusing. And you have Logan Paul. And he just feels like a random throw in this group. I understand having Heyman as the mouthpiece for Theory, Bron Breakker, and Bronson Reed. None of those three guys are like, Roman Reigns or CM Punk on the mic, obviously. So they could use a mouthpiece. But Logan Paul doesn't need a mouthpiece. This guy's one of the best talkers in the business. It just feels like he's just there. And maybe they have something set up where he turns on the group. There's been this masked guy who's been attacking him. And there's rumors it could be Rollins. And Grayson Waller's apparently been the guy under the mask until Rollins gets back. Maybe they do Logan Paul against Rollins again. Who knows? But this group has really, to me, done nothing for Logan Paul. Like, it's just kind of like, okay, we need him on TV every week. So let's just throw him in this group and see what happens. Like, it just hasn't really clicked for me. And Logan Paul's great. I mean, I just don't think he needs this group. And maybe WWE sees a light in that as well. And then Bron Breakker has been the one guy that's benefited the most from this group. He's been the star of the group, even though he didn't really need the group at all anyways. I mean, you can just put him with, Paul Heyman and just done that because he was Intercontinental Champion before this. He was doing well even before this group. He's really been the only guy that's really gotten over in this group. And with Bron Breakker being out, what's going to be the plan when he gets back? Are they just going to throw him right back in the group? Or are they going to replace him with somebody new? Right? There's a lot of options they can go with. I do think maybe they add a woman to the group. That's been talked about in the past. They did kind of have Becky in it for a little bit, if you even count that. But what's the plan for this group going forward now that your two leaders, quote unquote, or your biggest stars in the group are injured or gone or not in the group anymore? It's a valid question to ask because it's just not going to be taken serious with Logan Paul, Bron Breakker, and Austin Theory. And that's no knock on any of those three guys. I like them all three as wrestlers, but it's just the group wasn't really getting over outside of Bron Breakker anyways. And now you have him and Rollins gone. It's just going to be a group that just kind of okay, let's make Logan Paul the guy now. Even though Bron Breakker beat Roman Reigns, we have no plans to carry on after that, which is just still stupid. Theory's not going to be the star of the group. So it's to me, are you better off just disbanding this group after WrestleMania? Does Rollins come back? And now that Braun's not in the group, he goes, you know what? You guys need a leader. I'm taking back over until Braun gets back and we can settle our differences. I don't know. I don't even think WWE knows. Sometimes they're just scrambling for ideas and don't even know what the hell's even going on with some of these stories. So, WrestleMania, Rollins, he's been attacking Theory. Do they do Seth Rollins and Austin Theory? Maybe. I mean, maybe Theory's the one who turns on the group. He has a history with Seth Rollins when they were in the group with Buddy Murphy. Maybe they had that history come back to fruition and he turns on him. He's been doing the curb stomp. Maybe him and Grayson Waller join Rollins or something. I don't know. I'm just tossing out ideas, but I just feel like the vision just hasn't worked. And WWE has a tendency of doing this where they just throw random people in a stable and be like, okay, well, you all need something to do. And not that it doesn't work. I mean, AEW has it. I remember when AEW, everybody was in stables. It was it would be a shock if somebody wasn't in a stable. So a lot of companies just rely on stables. And, it's not a bad thing to have groups and stables if they make sense. And the vision just from day one, not day one, but after they added Logan Paul in Theory, it's just been a mess. And it's just, the group when it was Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker, and Bron Breakker made sense because you had two monsters protecting the heel. He was a champion. Those two guys needed a boost. So it helped them. And then obviously Rollins got hurt and they had to go with different plans. But now you're just having all these guys with nothing going on just in a group, and it's just not helped outside of Bron Breakker anybody. Even Heyman hasn't really been as good in this group. His promos are just kind of okay, yeah, let me go out and talk about how this guy's this and this guy's this and this guy's that and this guy's that. And then it's just kind of the same thing. WWE needs to either freshen up this group or just band it and go in a different direction because it's just, there's no groups for them to really feud with unless you have Judgment Day. There's not really, at the moment, besides Rollins, any big stars for them to feud with on Raw. CM Punk, he's already feud with them enough, so you can't really go back to that right now, especially with Braun facing him a few times. So it's just I don't really know what the plan is going to be going forward for this group. Maybe I'm wrong and they do something to get this group over and we're all surprised, but I don't see it happening. We'll see, though, what WWE has planned for the vision. I don't really have much hope for this group going forward. Maybe some of you guys do. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the vision. Are you on board with this group? Did you like the group when it was originally, Braun, the two Brons, and Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman? Do you like it now? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think the WrestleMania plans are? Appreciate the support as always. Make sure to like and subscribe for more LTQ Wrestling Podcast content. We'll have Elimination Chamber predictions in the next week or so. Going to be having those. I'm waiting for them to fill out the chamber matches. All the matches are confirmed besides who's in the chambers. So once that gets figured out, I'll get those predictions up. And we'll have to see how that pay-per-view goes. So make sure to like and subscribe. Peace.